Today, we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball superhero, Broly. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today you can see what we're going to be taking a look at. So, without further ado, let's get into it and take a look at the box quickly. So, for the box here, pretty basic for the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball line, and then there is the bottom of the box, the tippity-topperoo, the one side with the continuation of the window, the other side with the promo pics there, and then the back, more promo pics with the barcode and blue plus that nobody cares about. So, let's take a closer look at BROLY. Alrighty, taking a closer, detailed look at BROLY here, and Tamashinations did a very nice job with the hair sculpt and the faces there. We got the scar. I love all the sculpted lines and the hair and all the layers to it. They did a really good job with that aspect to the figure. Torso looks fine. Nice sculpting on the muscle definition and everything on the torso and the arms. We have his gauntlets on there, which look pretty good. Painted clean where the black is. The back looks fine. No shading on the figure at all, which kind of sucks. We do get his pelt, which is the same thing we've been getting with all these super versions of Broly. Very nice sculpted wrinkles, and the sculpted fur and everything look good on it. It is articulated on the back and a softer rubbery on the front or sides there. The legs here look fine. The sculpting's fine. The boots and everything are good. The waist, a lot of people do say the upper legs are a little bit wide, which they do look a bit wide there, but besides that, everything else turned out pretty good. Now for the height of Broly, to the top of his head, it looks like he's about 7 inches tall. To the top of his hair, he's around 7 inches and a quarter of an inch tall, so I think his scaling's pretty good. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta, Final Form Frieza, and his brother, 5th Form Cooler. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Future Trunks, Bardock, Kakashi, and then we do have the demoniacal fit Timebreaker Goku Black. And then finally, here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy and the demoniacal fit 3.0 Goku. So there is the height and height comparisons. Now let's continue on with the accessories. Moving on to the accessories here, Broly is pretty much included with the basics. So we do get the extra hair sculpt for Gohan, interchangeable faces, and then alternate hands. So for the Gohan hair sculpt, as you can see here it is on Gohan. I don't have that figure, so I can't show you. Then Broly has 4 faces: basic stern, angry teeth gritted, yelling screaming face, and then we do get the crying face, which we did see in the superhero movie. Then he does have 8 alternate hands. We get a pair of fists, some open hands where the fingers are slightly clenched, and then open palm blast hands, and then that one right hand. And that is pretty much everything included with Broly here. So now let's go over the articulation. So now for the articulation here with both the neck joints, he could look down really good actually. Looks up okay, gets restricted by the hair a bit. You do get some nice pivot and then of course swivel action. The torso goes forward really well. You do see some gappage on the back. Goes back okay. You see a little gap on the front. You do get okay pivot, not the best. And then you do get swivel action once again. You have a butterfly joint at the shoulder. You can move them in a nice circular motion. The arms go out a lot more than 90 degrees, up and down. True bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows that just hit a little more than 90. Then you do get a swivel and hinge on the wrist. Now my legs are loose, so I'm not happy about that, but he kicks forward a little more than 90 degrees. The pelt on the back can hinge up, legs go back a tiny bit. He can pretty much Van Damme it. Then you do get swivel at the hip there, and you can move that joint all around, which is pretty good. Double jointed knees that barely get 90. The ankles swivel a tiny bit, barely hinge up, hinge down a bit better, and then you don't really get the best ankle pivot there, so not too good. Then you do get the toe hingeroo. Very nice. Overall, this Broly is pretty good, but truthfully, it's the weakest out of all the Broly figures Tamashinations have made, from all the DBC versions to all the super versions. But it's still a nice figure. There is a complaint about his thighs or hips being too wide, which they definitely are, because this is his base form. If it was his bigger form, that would make sense, but not for his base form. I also have the issue with loose hip joints, so that isn't good, and still no type of energy effects for a Dragon Ball Super Broly figure. What the heck? Besides that, the detail was done pretty good, especially the faces and the hair sculpt. The accessories are pretty much the same thing we've been getting with the Super version of Broly, besides the added crying face and the Gohan hair sculpt. And the articulation isn't too bad either. The ankle joints weren't that good, and the hinge on the wrist is restricted a bit by the gauntlets, but every other point of articulation has some really nice range. The Super version of Broly is one of my favorites, and probably either my favorite Super character or second favorite. He also was a bit pricey, and they had to go and make him a damn P Bandai exclusive. But I still like the figure. It does have a few issues or complaints, but overall not too bad of an action figure. Now, shall we get into my rating for this version of Broly? We shall. So for my rating of the SH Figuarts superhero movie Broly, I think I'd have to give him a 7.4 out of 10. What would you rate him on a scale from 1 to 10? But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball superhero movie version Broly. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about the figure in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later.
We shall start with revenge.
I am the knight. Gonna change the future.